Is CRONOS going to come back to life in the next bull market? Let's take a look at the recent developments around CRO. Right now, it's sitting at 5 cents, and to think that this was all the way up to 90 cents back in the previous bull market is absolutely crazy. This thing literally hit 90 cents. I vividly remember this, and I was like, wow, we are going to all be millionaires. I'm sure people did make millions off of this because this was once at not even 5 cents, at 2 cents, and even lower. So people definitely made a whole lot of money, and CRO was actually valued at about $22 billion, $22.5 billion back in the previous bull market. Now, right now, this thing is valued at about 1.35 billion. That's the market cap. And the question today is, do you think CRO is going to come back up to all-time highs or even go past the all-time highs of 2021 in the next bull market? Now, of course, we've seen everything that's happening with the crypto market over the last few weeks, with the lovely SEC just absolutely shitting on a bunch of cryptocurrencies. They have decided, and Crypto.com that is, they've decided to close or suspend the institutional offering of the Crypto.com exchange in the US. Now, this is going to take place on June 21st. So this is only affecting the institutional investors. If you don't know what that is, you're probably not an institutional investor. You have to have a whole lot of money, and if you're like me, you probably don't have a whole lot of money, so you're not an institutional investor, and this is not going to affect you. They do also say this right here. They say institutional investors are typically large accredited customers and companies, and the US customers, the retail people like yourselves that have a few $1,000s here and there to invest, are still going to be able to use the Crypto.com app, and that is more than 80 million users worldwide. So this is actually some good and bad news. Obviously, it's some shitty news for crypto as a whole because the SEC is doing what they want, naming a bunch of different cryptocurrencies as securities or deeming them as securities. And we're seeing everything that's happening with the lawsuit with Coinbase as well as Binance. And we also had Robinhood saying that on June 27th, they're going to be removing Matic, Solana, and these other cryptocurrencies that were listed in that filing. So, of course, nothing's good in crypto right now, but Crypto.com taking the appropriate action, in my opinion, because we don't know everything yet, and there's still some time to figure out what's happening with this lawsuit. But we have Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com. This is what he said. He said on June 10th, a few days ago, he says, as expected, following this week's action on the regulatory front, we saw some delistings causing market sell-offs. I guess we are in the then they fight you stage on crypto adoption. I would agree with that. Hopefully the SEC turns around and adopts digital currencies, because the states, I mean, they kind of have to just accept the fact that digital currencies are going to stay. That's my personal opinion. And then Chris says, make no mistake, crypto industry will go through this and emerge stronger than ever. So hopefully that is true. I do also personally believe this, that once this is all done, once we get this new bull market, the stronger cryptocurrencies are going to still be here. And I want to know whether or not CRO is going to do well or not in the next bull market, whether or not it's still going to be on the face of this earth. Now, I do believe it is, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But if we take a look at some good news for Crypto.com, of course, they're based out of Singapore and they receive a major payment institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, which essentially allows them to continue to extend its digital payment token services to customers in the country. Now, an important note here is that Crypto.com has also obtained regulatory approvals in different countries or jurisdictions, such as France, Dubai, South Korea, Australia, Italy, Greece, Cyprus, Cayman Islands, Canada, the US, and the UK. And because I am Canadian, I am a huge fan of Crypto.com. I actually use it for my off-ramp and on-ramp for my fiat stuff because everything else is just a pain in the ass, and Crypto.com makes it easy for me to use. Now, of course, being in Canada, we kind of usually follow the States. So hopefully Canada doesn't follow along with what the US is doing with cryptocurrencies. And hopefully I can still use Crypto.com and remove my money or invest more money if I want to. But if we go ahead and we take a look at the activity on the CRONOS chain, just to see what is happening here, if we take a look at the daily transactions, of course, we are in a bear market, so everything is trending down here. You can't see it because my face is in the way. Let me move my face here. You can see we are kind of on a downward trend of daily activity, but that's probably the case for all of these different crypto chains or crypto blockchains. If we take a look at the transfers, again, very similar. But if we take a look at the unique addresses, that is still slowly but surely climbing. So it does look like more and more people are still coming onto the CRONOS blockchain, which is ultimately a good thing. And if we take a look at the daily activity or the daily addresses, again, that is in a downward trend. So I am curious to know your thoughts on CRO. What do you expect, or what are you thinking is going to happen with this cryptocurrency? I mean, it is still ranked number 34th in all of crypto. They do have a still $1.3 billion market cap. They have so many different investments in sports and other avenues. So I just don't see them going off the face of this earth, but let me know your thoughts. I do think that in the next bull market, Crypto.com or CRO could definitely go back to what it was once in the previous bull market. Whether or not that happens, nobody really knows. But if I were a betting man, I would say that this price of 5 cents is not going to stay for the next bull market. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on CRO, on Crypto.com, on this whole shenanigans of the SEC filing. Let me know if you think CRO is going to succeed in the next bull market. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.